guys, and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is Cameron, again of course, and today we're going to be discussing the Everton versus Southampton game that happened last weekend. Obviously, I'm sure you know how it ended. Everton 2, Southampton 1 at Goodison Park. To be fair, it was a good game to kick off the season at Goodison. We done what we needed to do, we got the win. Again, pretty much like the Wolves game, the first 20 minutes, you're looking at a game and you're thinking, we're going to score about 4 or 5 past these. Obviously that wasn't to be. But yeah, it was a solid game, just overall. We managed to get the job done, even when they scored and it became 2-1 and we were looking a bit shaky in previous seasons and under previous managers. You'd have probably thought, here we go again. These are going to score again here and we're going to be holding on for a draw at the end of this game that we should have scored about 4 or 5 goals in. But it wasn't like that at all. We still looked comfortable even when they scored. The goal that they scored was poor really. It was Danny Ings was kept onside by Southampton. Again, he was left on his own. It's a bit of an argument of, is it a bad defensive error because he's left on his own, or is it just an error on Southampton's part that he's played him onside basically, and if he wasn't there, he'd have been miles offside. But anyway, we'll start at the start of the game. Obviously, the crowd's well up for it. Sold out crowd at Goodison Park. Fans are on their feet. Fans are cheering. Marco Silva's introduced to the crowd before the game started. He's got a standing ovation basically. Every fan up in the standing up, giving him a clap as he should do, to be honest. So obviously the game kicks off then. And as I say again, for the first 20 minutes of this game, a lot like the Wolves game, we were looking brilliant and we were playing the ball brilliant, we were attacking brilliant, we were defending brilliant, and you are thinking this is going to be about 4 or 5 here again. Obviously we know what happened with the Wolves game, it wasn't the case. So the first ball comes in, obviously we get a free kick. Now, if any Everton fan had a doubt that Marco Silva is, not that they will have because they'll have been absolutely crazy, but if any Everton fan had a doubt that Marco Silva hasn't changed this squad or this way of playing or this way of thinking, the mentality, then this free kick actually just basically knocked all their doubts in the park really. Now put it up as the key moment up there, or up there it is, and I put free kick frenzy. Now it wasn't much of a frenzy to be honest, other than the fact that fans were generally excited at the fact that a free kick routine that's come straight out of Finch Farm has ended up in the back of the net. Obviously it goes bish bash bosh, Walcott gets it. To be honest, I think Walcott was a little bit surprised at getting the ball, either that or it just come into him too quick, but he takes it well and he slots it and it's 1-0, and you're sitting there thinking, we've just scored a free kick routine that they've obviously been practicing for the last week at Finch Farm, and it's worked out and it's gone in. And that's when you're sort of sitting there thinking, you know, this Marco Silva brand of football is working, and it's really, you know, it's doing us favours, it's doing us wonders really. Obviously, game carries on, good pace to the game. Again, we're having chances that we probably should score. Obviously, second goal by yours truly. Who else is it going to be? Richarlison. Ball comes in, a great header, proving that he can once again score pretty much any type of goal. He rises above the centre half, he nods it in. It's a cracking goal. He does the pigeon dance in front of the park end, and he's just climbing the ladder higher and higher in terms of the fans and how much they love him and how much they really can see that he's impacting this team. You know, 3 goals in the Premier League so far, joint top goal scorer, doing what he said he was going to do so far, so hopefully he can keep it up. But yeah, it's a great header, and it's a ball that comes into the box that you're just sitting there thinking someone get on the end of it, and luckily enough he's there. After the Richarlison goal, obviously there was a lot of chances that we had that we should have scored. Theo Walcott had one great bit of play. Comes to Theo with scoring distance. Let's be honest, he should slot it. He doesn't. Senk had a couple as well. I've actually put up here as the key player Gylfi Sigurdsson, because I really believe Gylfi Sigurdsson had a great game and he didn't get man of the match, and I don't want to make the key player in this series the man of the match, because obviously I'm going to be doing these videos a couple of days later after the game, or if not a couple of days later, at least a bit of time after the game, a couple of hours, so we're going to know who the man of the match was. So I don't just want to throw up there, you know, man of the match and then have whoever the man of the match was. I want to have a different sort of player. Don't get me wrong, the man of the match and the key player might be the same player, but I want the key player to be somebody that I believe has impacted the team and done really well, that's maybe gone under the radar, or in fact maybe he hasn't, maybe scored an hat-trick and I think, yeah, key players Richarlison, no way of getting around it. But that's why I wanted to put Gylfi Sigurdsson, because I think especially after the last game, the game against Wolves, obviously he was taken off under no fault of his own, under circumstances that he couldn't help, and he's come into this game and he's really showed that he's improving as a player. And the 50 million price tag that we paid for him, did we pay, was it 35? I'm not asked about price tags, let's be honest, but the money we paid for him is looking like it's going to be a good deal, because he again had a really good game of football and really impacted the team, I think, and just his presence and his attacking ability really gave the team another edge. Obviously, after we miss the chances, they go on and they score. Again, I just explained at the start of the video, it's poor defensive work by Southampton, but you know, he's a striker, he's not a defender. The ball bobbles in the box and Danny Ings done what Richarlison done against Wolves, and he takes the opportunity, he snaps it up like that. It's a good striker's goal, you know, he's there to strike up the opportunity, even though I don't like him. But yeah, it was at that point that you're thinking, this is it now. We are going to concede again. This is going to be one of them where they go the other end and they score again. And he might score again, and then we might be fighting for the draw at the end of the game, or even fighting to not lose at the end of the game, as is what's happened in previous seasons. But it wasn't. We attacked. And as soon as we went 2-1 down, he brought Umani on to hold the ball up that way up the pitch and not this way up the pitch. And it worked. It worked. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Niassi's to be honest, I don't think Niassi's a good footballer, but he works hard, and he scores a goal when you need him to, and he works his arse off. And I think for the amount of times you can lump the ball up to Niassi and it can come off his back or come off his shoulder or come off his arse and he can just hold it up, he's worth it. Because in that situation that he come on, in them scenarios, he's the perfect player to have on. You don't want a player who's going to want to try and dilly-dally about with it, because they're going to get it taken off them and then pressure's going to be back on us. You want someone that's just awkward, you know, a little bit where players are wary to be around him, and he gets the ball and he's going to drive forward anyway naturally because he's a striker, but he's going to hold the ball up as well. And I think again that is just, it's just clear the difference that Marco Silva's had on this team already, the attacking football that we're playing, the substitutions. He's not just threw 5 at the back when they've scored. He said, alright, we'll throw another attacker on here, we'll bring Calvert-Lewin on and we'll go for a third, like we should have had. So yeah, I believe the game was, I think it was a brilliant game. Sorry that this has been a short review. Obviously, as I said, I'm going to keep these a little bit short because the games have already happened and I'm sure you've seen reviews in, you know, in the last week of this game. But I think it's a really positive start for Everton. I think Everton Football Club are on the up. It's a positive start at Goodison Park. It was football fans like to see. Don't get me wrong, it was a little bit shaky at times and it was a little bit, we're going to concede again, but we didn't, and that's what you want to see. I don't mind being on the back foot as long as you don't concede, and that's what you want to see. We got out of it. It ended up being a slugfight in the end, which it shouldn't have been, but we won the game. And we're still undefeated in the season. I think that's gone sort of under the radar with the media. They've got these teams that have won both games and the teams that have lost. Everton are undefeated. We haven't won both games, but we're undefeated. So I think it was a brilliant game, as I say. Great tactics by Marco Silva. Great play by Richarlison again. Brilliant game. Obviously he's getting the goal, and the defensive work again was just fantastic. Theo Walcott played well, could have played a little bit better. Southampton will get his goals, don't you worry, he will get goals this season. I can almost promise you that. I don't want to say promise, but I can almost promise you that. And obviously the work from Gylfi Sigurdsson today was brilliant. Jordan Pickford had a little bit of a murmur again, a little bit of a mistake, but he makes up for it with a fantastic save, so you just can't fault the guy. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. The next video you'll see will probably be a game review of the Bournemouth game. Now, I just want to clarify, this channel isn't just going to be game reviews. I am going to do, you know, other videos talking about Marcel Brands, talking about the actual impact of Marco Silva, the new signings, obviously Yerry Mina and Gomez, who are yet to feature, Bernard as well and Zuma, but I should take it they'll feature this weekend. Well, at least Zuma will anyway. So yeah, I don't want you to think this is just reviews. It's just that because the channel has only just started and then we've already had them 2 games, I did just want to cover them before we went into anything else, so we can hopefully get the channel running sort of smoothly now and it can be a little bit less hectic. But thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe. If you did like the video, then you can drop a little like, comment down below who you thought your best player was in the game, and how you believe Marco Silva will really improve this team. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the Everton Bournemouth review, sorry, unless something mad happens in between then, and then I'll come to you with that as well. Cheers for watching, guys.